everyone, today I'm gonna be doing the history of France itself. Bonjour. This is the first video for today. Anyways, let's begin. We're going from 2023 all the way back to 58 BC. Here's Gallia and here is Rome. It's climbed its way to Roma, and now it has a war. Now it's Gallia versus Rome. The Romans obviously won. Fast forward to 258 AD, and then they offer due to defeat. Now the Gallic Empire forms. Fast forward to 481 AD, and now the Franks form, and this is the God turns in Spain and Germans, and now it's the Franks versus the Romans. The Franks actually win, and now it's the Germans versus the Franks, and the Franks win again. At time. And now it's this Gallia versus the Franks. Franks win for a third time in a row! Wow, sir, it's strong. Fast forward to 508 AD. The Eiffel Tower! Woo! It wasn't built back then, but Paris becomes the capital of the Franks. Now fast forward to 716 AD. It fights with both the Germans and the Romans. It wins both. And now probably Turks arrive and conquer Spain and Portugal. Well, most of Spain. The Franks have some of Spain. First back to 768 AD. The Franks was fighting for Turks. And the Franks won again! The Franks are unstoppable in this era, but are willing to want money. Oh, this part is also losing on money, but it decides to give all the rest of the money to the Franks. And now, fast forward to 768 AD, this guy becomes the king. And now, here is a beer party. Fast forward to 800 AD. The king becomes even more powerful. Fast forward to 811 AD. It starts to conquer for New France. It's actually for New France. It starts to conquer many more places. Fast forward to 114 AD. The population is growing to a humongous amount, and the king dies. R.I.P. to Charlemagne. That was actually the name of the king. Fast forward to 143 AD. Now, the kingdom of France and this empire over there is conquering the New Franks. And New France decides to set sail over to Jerusalem in Israel/Palestine. And is fighting for brand new Turks. It wins and gets a brand new flag outfit. More of them go to Jerusalem just to get more money. Fast forward to 1291 AD. Jerusalem gets robbed by the new French people. And now this empire now the Turks take over Jerusalem. Fast forward to 1314. The Franks have lots of money, but the new French has got zero money, and the empire over there is basically imprisoned. And now a new French soldiers fighting a Frank, and now the Franks have lost, and New France has taken over most of France. But now it's England versus France for the first ever time in the 100 Years' War. it sends 2 Vikings to go over to Normandy, to go over here. And it defeats UK. La 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 la. No, all land is being defeated by the English, and the French can't handle it. He was Joan of Arc. He decides to fight the entire English army, and he pushes them back to Company. Joan of Arc is burned by the English. R.I.P. to Joan of Arc. Fast forward to 1494. The French conquered Venice and many other cities in Italy, like Naples. And now the Spanish Empire is really strong and decides to also go to Italy and takes over all of it. That's what to 1562 AD. Some French are normal Christians, while some are Catholic Christians. These are called Protestant Christians, and now for Catholic Christians are following alongside for Protestant Christians. And now for Protestant and Catholic Christians are fighting, and for 30,000 people dying from mini war. Anyway, second ad time. Sorry for so many ads. Fast forward to 1643, and the capital of Paris is now Versailles instead of Paris, and it gets a lot of money from it. And now England has decided to join the Dutch side to defeat France. And now these protesters are killed the French king, and they became king, and one of them became king. And here is Napoleon himself. And from 1797 to 1813, the French fought for Germans in Italy, and they got a lot of money out of it too. And now the Ottomans and the French the French has destroyed UK for Egypt. And now Prussia and Germany both the Holy Roman Empire both become French land. And now it's the Russians versus the French. "50,000 French people die and 44,000 Russian people die. Russia fights back to Nola cities go French. And now it's France versus Germany, and with the help of Britain, France won. And now, here's the Second World War. We don't talk about this Germany. That's very controversial. Anyways, Germany and Italy are fighting south of a blockade. And now many countries are visiting France just because of the Eiffel Tower. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. Please like and subscribe to both of my channels. First one and my other one called A Sense of History 2. Also, if you're wondering, this might be from Staples, but nope, it's actually from Countries Said, I guess, which is similar to Staples. Anyways, bye everyone. See you for Calvin Coolidge video.